Hey Lulu. So, we're gonna go on a bit of a mission today. 200-kilometer ride. Some pretty chunky gravel in the first half. And then the back half is well packed gravel with some kind of loose stone over top. So, bit better overall that way. And yeah, this is what I'm rocking. So I've got all my refuel calories in here. I've got 2 pump spare bits. I'm gonna go with the bladder on the frame bag this time. I've got a 1.5 liter in there. And then I've got with my calories for 3 hours, so hopefully about halfway. And then I've got 2 750 ml bottles with electrolytes, and then 1 extra just because why not have all the extra weight on there. And then I'm rocking the aero bars. Might have to bring them up a bit, but I'll tinker with that throughout the day. And then this will be where I'm stashing the camera and a couple bars. Yeah, pretty happy with it. Alright, so given that I'm taking a ton of fuel with me, I'm curious to see what rider system weight's gonna be. So, at 81 kgs, dressed out. Oh shit, that's heavy. And rider plus bike is 94.6. So my bike is 13.6 kgs. I'm curious to see how that performs. Because if I want to get into some longer FKT attempts, I'm gonna need to haul this much gear. So bike system around 30 pounds, depending on routes, etc. I might have a backpack bladder back on as well, but I've got 3.5 liters of water on my frame right now, which is pretty solid. And if I could get away with that and not having to have a backpack, beautiful, even better. So, working my way up the first climb of the day, Tebow Hill. Legs feeling good. I definitely feel the extra weight on the bike, but it's okay. Grind it out a bit. Riding in towards some rather ominous looking clouds. See how that plays out. I'm going to be getting a free shower early this morning. Well, this is definitely the sauce. Now having a backpack is freaking awesome. And I'm only through the first climb. Well, not even. I climbed for about 20k. Just maybe got to figure out a bigger frame bladder. Depending on the road, obviously, and efforts, but fuck yeah. So strategy for the first, what'll probably take me an hour, just steady climbing, but that's all I'm gonna do is kind of just keep the pressure steady on the pedals. Don't set much fatigue into the legs really, focus on my breathing, get some, I'd like to get a bar or two in first while I can do solids, just see how that goes. Singing Bill Withers' Sunshine as I ride past Sunshine Lane. And there is no sun in sight. The irony. Just having a moment to be grateful for life and the ability to do stuff like this. It's been a pretty challenging couple of years. I'm happy to be feeling like I'm getting back to myself again. Happy to be here. Sandam Road. Time to get off the highway. Yo! Body's feeling good. Cleats feel a bit out of place, but that happens from time to time, so 20 kilometers in, 40 minutes. Time to grind through this next section. You'll see what I mean pretty quickly here. Alright, first gravel section of the day. See, it's not too bad, and it's actually rolling pretty fast. See what we get into here. I fucking love this shit. Being able to get up, set out on an adventure. Oh, life is amazing. It'll keep fucking you up, but just gotta find something that connected to yourself, for me at least. That's definitely being able to do stuff like this.
my bracket just broke for my GoPro. So it'll be handy cams. Don't know if we'll get to see it. There's a beautiful lake right on the other side of those trees. Well, missed it, but oh well. Beauty. I'm not sure if the conditions could be any better. Gravel is nice and hard packed from the rain. No buggies on me, which is awesome. Overcast, which is also awesome for temperature. I'm really enjoying not having a pack on. Everything's on the frame today. And honestly, so far it doesn't feel that bad. Obviously my upper body's lighter, which is good for my lower back. So I'm curious to see how that shakes out. I need to make my hose for the bladder a bit longer. Just so it's easier to reach. I gotta kind of tuck. Oh, partridge. Hey, little buddy. Gotta make my hose a bit longer. And I might just do water in the bladder, calories in the bottle, just because the bottles are easier to get bigger gulps from. So can be more efficient with that, I think. And then just get my sips of water from the bladder bag. So there's my mental note for ride adjustments next time. But yeah, doing good. Listening to a really good like 70s rock playlist. So I'm just kind of jamming out, grooving. Vibes are high. High. Into the logging operation. Hey, snapper. Oh my god. Blue heron. I don't know if you'll see that. Hey, bud. Out for a stroll? Look at it, the heron's still flying around. Come on. Beautiful. Just missed it. But a deer was just running along with me. Oh, there he is. Amazing. I love being out here. Honestly, the best. Look at that. We got a little bit of sun poking out. How about it? Still no rain. Yo! Well, I've got about 2 kilometers left on the first gravel sector. That's about 30K. It did not disappoint from the wildlife end of things. Bald eagle, either a hawk or a falcon. I'll have to look online. 2 deer, snapping turtle, blue heron that was chilling at that little bay for a bit. Lots of little birdies. Tomoko, great stretch of road. Got a good little downhill here. And we made it to Highway 63, folks. Got a gnarly headwind. But very familiar stretch of road. So now we're on Highway 63 for about 8 kilometers. And then we'll take a left-hander onto what I think is Highway 534. We got a nice cruisy downhill into Mattawa. So minus the headwind that I'll have from Mattawa back to North Bay, probably through the most technical stretch of road so far, which is Tomoko. And honestly, it was really good condition, well packed, probably the best I've ever had for riding on it. So yeah, having a good day. So it's 5:33, not 5:34. Oh well. And I'm making pretty good time. I'll probably get into Mattawa around 3 hours in, and I should be able to boogie back in about 3 hours. So quick pit stop and I will be golden. I lied. Mattawa is 51 kilometers away. That will not be an hour. Fuck that one up. But, well. I've got fuel and legs are good. Check it a bit. Downhill sector. This little lake cutout, Timber Lake. Looks like it might be 1 kilometer long. Probably some good fish in there. So I'm still in 533. Pitch the jersey. I'll peel the leg sleeves when I get to Mattawa. Probably got 30k left on this stretch of road, which means the back half will be considerably shorter, which I'm okay with, but I'm confused as to how I messed up the road. I thought it was 90-90 or 95-95, but it's going to be more like 110 and then 80. So again, happy with that. Make for a better back half. I think probably do 1 hour effort coming out of Mattawa till about, might get me to Bonfield, maybe not quite, but that's another good gravel sector, so I'll push the legs a bit, see how the body's feeling with I'll have about 3.5 to about 4 hours of fatigue on the system at that point. So if I can hold pace for an hour, for basically the 5th hour, I'll be pretty happy with the session overall, and whatever I do after that into town is fine. If I just noodle or to like feel good, I might do 1 or 2 4-minuters. Again, just to see how the body responds with the fatigue and sort of being deeper into the day. Next weekend's race is only 120 kilometers, so probably 3.5 hours on gravel bikes. So this endurance ride is overkill, but that's how I like to prepare my mind for any events. If you can get through a worse session on your own, there's decent odds, either with the help of a group or on the day, you don't have much to worry about. So that's how I like to prime myself for riding and in life. Peace. Matawan. So I mounted my bars a bit too low. I'm gonna have to raise them when I stop, and hopefully that helps things. But very arrow, but my lower back is stressing a bit. So some tweaks ahead. Made it to Mattawa. Waterfront. I love that escarpment. I could stare at that for days. Got the museum. Pretty nice. So, see that flag? I'm gonna have a straight up headwind the rest of the way home. might not film as much. So I'll be putting my head down and just trying to get through it. But I'll check in at some point throughout. Absolutely. Alright, so wind is fucking gnarly. Getting blown all over the place. 35 minutes into my 1 hour tempo. Holding 300 watts average. Happy with that. Road crossing. Safe. But yeah. When I slow down after this, it's gonna fucking suck the rest of the way home. But whatever. Nice hill coming up. Yay. This wind is absolutely relentless. Would have been a fast day riding this in reverse. Holy smokes. I'm still doing pretty good. My mind is just starting to go sideways, getting pushed all around. Overall energy feels decent. There's a good voice crack. Overall energy feels decent. I'm 170k in. Kind of confused about how much distance I actually have left. I'd be psyched if I'm only on the bike for another 40 minutes. Hopefully that gets me close to home. Cause I am frying. Mentally. Physically, I'm good. Fortunately, I am approaching North Bay. This wind has been absolutely ridiculous. Made decent time somehow still, but ready to get some legs up.